doesn't under this level of scrutiny. Yes. This is a disaster.
But watch what happens here.
Single kingly power Trump has supposedly enacted.
He has repeatedly overused his
He's muted.
He's trying to abuse this world and trying to.
What is he? He's just doing. He's like trying to farm. Is that what he's doing? He's like just doing reaction faces.
People showed up for comment.
No, it's too cringe. No, it's too cringe. No, it's too cringe. I can't. Stop.
That is impossible to do under the Constitution, but he did it anyway.
This is horrible.
I can't name specific laws. I'm sorry.
I refer you to the New York Times 2 days ago. They had a list of 30 items, and you read it. I read it. So what is one thing from that list? One thing from that list is
oh my god,
this is insane.
Okay, so he asked one guy.
I can't. That's crazy.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to go into the SkyBull folder, everybody. So the truth about the SkyBull was revealed. Now, we've been calling the SkyBull Skyrone for quite some time. Actually, you know what? Before we go into the reveal about the SkyBull and Skyrone, I have this clip right here.
Okay.
Actually, go to 3. Why is this even in here? Like, everything's all up.
I know. Sorry.
You know what? Go to number 1. Go to number 1, and let's just run it from there. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so may
I just say this real fast? I found this by accident live on Locals. And I texted Ashton, and Ashton was like, wait, what? And I'm like, I clicked a random channel, and then we found, and then the people did Skyrone.
It turns out that Skyrone was a vanilla gorilla all along.
Ash was like,
Brandon. No, it can't be. But we found the SkyBull. Repeat, we have located the SkyBull. There he is, Brandon. And this guy featured heavily on the Clawstruck channel. And we're actually, you guys are going to get to see a moment of Brandon the SkyBull here rizzing up Jer's wife, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
We caught it on camera. Jeremy's wife over the SkyBull's muscles. You guys are going to see her leering into his bicep, just lusting after
him, laughing.
Leaning on him, laughing, highly flirtatious. But it's this fellow has turned out to be the SkyBull all along. Whoa, buddy. You are whiter than I expected. So here we have the SkyBull flirting, folks.
Let's say you want to do a little bobbing. You want to do a little bobbing? You want to just cruise. Let's say.
What, you see how she's like leaning in? It's like, you know, like this is like flirting. This is keys to the VIP level. Like, you know, Kino
look at her. Look at the way she's looking over at him. Like she's so juiced for him.
Wow.
She's
wants
fucking,
to look at her.
She's drunk and she's fired up. Yeah, I know. Body. She's touching her hair like she's giving these indicators of interest. Right there, buddy. She's like hot under the collar. Look at that. Crazy. She's grabbed her whole mane, rubbing her fingers through her hair in the presence of the SkyBull, buddy.
And by the way, look at this.
It gets bad towards the end where she's like,
"You're not trying to anybody. You're not trying to do a little bobbing."
He's like mimicking sex on a boat. Like, oh, look at this bobbing.
It's like, a phallic image, yes.
Let's say you're not trying to impress anybody. You're not trying to go crazy. You're just
look at how fired up she is,
buddy.
Oh,
don't slip there, Brendan.
Oh no, she's soaking wet for the SkyBull, Brandon.
Look, he's skinny,
no,
he's tall.
No wonder Quartering loved calling Biden Brandon so much. It was probably kicking in his humiliation fetish each time as he was thinking about his wife getting SkyBulled by old Brando here.
No.
You know, just relax today, do what you want to do. Let me tell you, this right here, this is what's going to get it done.
Watch, he flexes, watch.
Oh,
Watch. She checks out. Look, she's checking him out flexing. Look, it's right there in 4K. She's looking at old Brando, the SkyBull here, and checking out his flex. This is when I knew it was over, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him in 4K. Oh, no. Jared, look at him. He knows what he's doing. He's flexing that arm, and she's checking him out. She's checking him out.
And yo.
Tell you, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, she's like peering at his arm. Whoa!
Look at this is sexual. It's like how start.
Isn't it?
I couldn't even hit throttle.
Look,
By the way, your underarms aren't shaved. They're hairy.
No, look. She's touching his arm with her hair.
She's putting her head into his arm, the muscular bicep that Jer'll never have. And they put this all out publicly on YouTube for the whole world to see. But apparently we can't talk about it. And I wonder why.
Buddy.
Oh, thank you, ladies.
Let's go, Brandon.
Ash, look, I'm not even joking. Look.
I couldn't even hit throttle.
She purposely leaned to bump into him.
Call Revelio. Call Revelio, buddy.
And he didn't
She's
flinch.
leaning. Listen, he was straight as a arrow. Chad posture, bro. That's the bull right there. Taking it by the horns in front of Ham Planet. Sad.
Bro.
Oh, draw the green line, Zworski. Get the green line, Graf Andy.
The green line. No, dude, this is like
She's
green
fucking
line.
the bull.
This is green line 101, bro. Right over here.
Oh my, bring it. But look at this.
Dude.
Oh no.
Buddy. She's
in love. She's in love.
Wow.
And they're going on all those flight sessions together all over the world, traveling. Jerry's at home in the shed. Well, SkyBull. Okay. So this clip, we covered this on the show a while ago, and it was like a long lost clip. But here we have it. In this clip, Quartering's going to admit to living a separate life from his wife. I'm not kidding.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to fantasize and idealize having a second marriage.
What?
Because he starts talking here about getting divorced, okay? But half the panel, Melanie Mack and Dankula, are divorced. So then Jer reverses gears and gives his true opinion, which is that he wishes he could get divorced so that he could do it over again the right way. And then he's going to like talk all sorts of crazy about Dankula's special needs daughter. Oh my God.
What?
This is a crazy clip. Crazy clip, bro.
All right, guys, here we go.
And like, by the way, side note, you're divorced. So like,
by the way, so Dank's divorced, right? And this was like a recent divorce, by the way, from what I remember. It was like
a couple of weeks or like a month after he had gone through this public divorce.
Like,
and Jer's like trying to be like, if you're divorced, you can't say anything about anything. Da, da, da.
And you're like, what?
Not that that's people get divorced. It's not a big deal. But
thanks, Jeremy.
Yep.
But it's so awkward. It's so awkward, dude. Holy.
Yeah.
You know what we're saying?
50% of this
By the way,
divorced.
I love Jer. Half the panel is divorced. I love Jer saying it's not a big deal when God hates divorce, you know, and like it's one of the most important tenets of Christianity is, you know, it's one woman and one man for life and two halves of one whole, but it's no big deal to get divorced. Our devout Christian, Mr. Hambly, after his conversion. Okay.
But then, like, I also got divorced secretly 2 years ago. I don't know if you knew that.
Oh, buddy. He's definitely kidding. He's kidding.
Whoa.
He's a kidder. Okay.
And he married Melanie's mom afterwards.
I married Melanie's mom.
That's true.
Like, isn't
Yeah.
this strange to like joke about your employee's mom like on a regular basis?
Isn't it crazier that your wife's flying with a SkyBull and you're talking about divorce and all this other stuff? Like,
That is strange.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
is.
she's hot.
Oh, Melanie, you shouldn't.
She's got all sorts of like Native American lovemaking skills and like.
He's just kidding
Oh
about cheating on his wife, guys, with his employee's mom. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
It's so awkward and creepy, and it's just not really funny. Like, it's not actually charismatic or witty or funny at all. It's just crap.
no.
It's lame. It's his fetish is what this is.
Yes. Right in front.
Makes
for
everybody
everyone to see.
uncomfortable.
Like, yo.
It's cringe.
I had to go in for hip surgery. I did, but the
Hannah looked like
What
she
I'm
wanted
saying
to die.
Yeah,
Hannah, did you see Hannah's clown max? Watch her head movement to the side, bro. Like, that was ridiculous. That was like the fakest clown laugh. Like, help me. Like,
Buddy.
what are we doing?
the what I'm saying is, yeah, being divorced is whatever, but you're also like
It's whatever.
She used to when she got banned. She got banned for Twitter
Oh, her
on Twitter
voice.
when she was talking about the election fraud when Trump got the election wrong.
Oh yeah,
from
she's
him.
based too.
She got banned for that. She's
How is Mel allowed to even talk on the internet? Like, her voice is horrible.
I know, man.
Fuck,
Well,
it's
no. Well, the thing
brutal.
is, so far as I understand it, 99% of Melanie Mac simps watch on mute. You know,
Well, yeah.
if not 100%.
Of
to be real.
course.
This is the thing. Like, you'd never want to actually be with Melanie Mac. It would be a night. You left the toilet seat up again.
Oh,
You know, holy shit.
God.
yeah.
You're really selling on. I'm sold.
I know.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
She's spoken for.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. You know.
yeah.
Whoa,
as you guys know,
but
I am
Christian
building a bit
show
of a-
here, everybody. Christian show. Just because there's a goal, he doesn't mean you can't cheat on your wife. Yeah.
Let's go.
A group of like-minded women who adhere to the sundress, no bun in the hair policies. They are allowed to live on my plot of land. It's not a cult, though.
How many times are these like Hannah's so uncomfortable? Hannah's so
How
uncomfortable.
many
dude.
fucking mentions
Holy! How many times are you gonna talk about a weird cult compound on his property before we start? Is this a joke? He's talking about building the compound this year and moving Hannah and Mel onto it. Like, I don't know. It's a joke.
Oh, we were a team.
Yeah.
But I just think that there's going to be, like, let's say you are divorced, right? You're giving advice from a position of like, this is what didn't work for me. Like, that advice is good. You know, hey, don't get married too young, or, you know,
You hear that?
don't
That's
settle,
his
or don't-
regret. That's his regret.
Yes.
He believes that he got married too young and he settled. And if he had just held
Yeah,
out
it's
until he was
who settled, not her.
See, until he was the Chad multi-millionaire king, super famous that he is, he could have had an 18-year-old hottie star that would have fulfilled all of his fantasies. But instead, he got married way too young to this eggless roasty, and it's terrible. That's what he believes.
Bro, you know his wife has a bottle of wine hidden in the bathroom and cries every night while drinking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta fly. I have to leave for 3 weeks. Sorry, Jer.
Don't, whatever the case is. Like, I think people.
By the way, the whole, you know, I was thinking about this too. The operation, she's gone for 2 weeks. He didn't drop her off or pick her up. Was there actually a medical emergency?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Or is she like, you know, like, no, don't pick me up. It's okay. Don't pick me up. I'll drive home.
Who knows? Who knows?
Right?
Everything this guy says is a lie.
Yeah.
You can't trust anything he says.
Buddy, she was blown out.
People who are in their second marriages that I've run into are the happiest people I've ever met.
Whoa,
generally they're-
buddy,
Whoa.
that's whoa,
That's crazy.
buddy.
That's
crazy cope statement, buddy. Holy, look at every member of the panel is like, what the is this guy talking about?
I mean, look at Hannah. She knows.
But this is what he thinks, right? This is what he thinks is if he can just get married again to a much younger woman, he'll be happy. This is it. This is what it is. He's telling us.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, oh, I know what I want. Now I have it.
I'm not making that mistake.
So he didn't know what he wanted with Heather, you see. You know, and we have plenty of clips to support this. Him saying if he had to do it all over again, he would have chose a woman 10 years younger, saying that her stinks, all sorts of awful, horrible that he says about his wife that we covered on the last show. And this is just like a final nail in the coffin here.
Is he trying to insult her because he thinks the bull Brendan's watching? So he's pussy smells.
I think he wants her to file divorce before the 20 years are up. But I think she's too smart because in Wisconsin, once you get to a full 20 years of marriage, you have to pay permanent alimony payments for life up into the lifestyle in which they were accustomed. And he's coming up pretty soon, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my God.
On that 20-year mark. So I don't think she's leaving until she can get like the permanent full ride.
So the Rumble is being removed. Now the marriage is being removed.
I'm not going to do this, or all the shit that made my marriage bad in the first place. I'm not going to do it this time.
Pardon me?
Time around.
What?
Like, I know a lot of people are married twice and they're like super happy. And it's weird because I'm like, I have this like weird where
Look
I live
at
like
Hannah. Hannah's eyes are so wide and she's stressed. Okay. Bring it back 5 seconds and let's listen to what Jeremy's saying. He lives a separate life from his wife. Listen to this. He lives a separate life.
And happy. And it's weird because I'm like, I have this like weird where I live like an opposite life from my wife. Like I have my own time where I like go to the bar, I do my own things. And like she's not a part.
I go to the bar. Like
he goes to the bar and gets
like
drunk.
Ahead of the gym,
look at Hannah Claire's reaction. look at her face. It really says it all, doesn't it?
No, but it's not like, oh, I go to the gym and I do my own no, it's like I go to the bar and drink.
I get drunk because he's in a unhappy marriage.
He's looking for some roasties over at the bar. You know what I mean? The dive bar.
Every second
will ever get with him.
Nope.
I'm like, they're always hanging out together. They're always whatever. So
wait,
she's not a part of a lot of that. But like every second marriage, I'm like, they're always hanging out together. They're always whatever. So
you see,
happiness.
So he doesn't hang out with his wife. But when you get divorced and remarried, then you hang out with your wife all the time. You see that? You see how it's twisted what he's saying.
Yeah,
but then if anybody questions this marriage, like you're evil, you deserve to lose everything, it's wrong.
Yeah, by the way, it's so famous. It's famously known that divorced people always have a better second divorce.
Right. It's not as though they have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 divorces. You
know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
It happened. But like when I hear people who like don't live by their own rules, which is a lot of these people that were bought into the girl boss thing. By their own rules, which is a lot of these people that were bought into the girl boss thing. You can have a job, you can have kids later.
Your eyes are darting around. What is my boss doing? Oh, she's tucked her head.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Ring it up. Hannah Claire Dub, ring it up.
What's he even talking about?
Doesn't always work out that way. And look, I've been open.
Nobody knows what he's talking about. Nobody's like jumping and be like, yeah, man, absolutely. Da, 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 da. Like everyone's like, okay, yeah, sure.
Oh, wait, that's got to be Kane has gifted a sub. Let's
Melanie Mack looks so stressed in this moment, buddy.
I'm stressed. I don't even know what's happening.
She looks so sad.
I'm not necessarily out of time, but like.
By the way, look at this.
What?
Shoji 52 says for a rage quit, Skyrome looks a bit young. Like a young Hambly. Maybe the feeling of someone younger is mutual. Sup, Jared?
Now,
that's true.
Did you notice what he said there? He said it's not too late for me to have kids.
Ooh.
not too late for us to have kids. So he's basically throwing his wife under the bus as an empty egg carton as he hints towards he would be happier in a second marriage. Bring it back. Listen to it.
I mean, I've been open. Like I'm 42. Like I'm not necessarily out of time, but like.
Yo!
I'm not out of time.
Crazy, dude. That's crazy.
It's something you think about when you get older. And
having kids is great though. It's great.
Well, give me one of yours.
Whoa, buddy. It gets worse. It gets worse.
Rubbing it in your face.
I thought we were friends. You have two. You only need one.
My oldest one's autistic, but she's like Rain Man autistic. It's great.
Love it. You're going to be rich one day.
What?
She's going to invent like an app or something.
Like that's the thing is that she's like smart as autistic, and she did something scary the other day. She talks and sings and speaks all the time, like constantly, but she doesn't verbally communicate. She'll take your hand and lead you somewhere and everything, right? However, we've recently figured out that she understands every single thing
like
that you're saying.
She's nonverbal. Just to clarify, she's nonverbal autistic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just wait until you hear what Jer has to say.
Okay.
And it's terrifying. Like we've even had like staff at the speech and language clinic going, she knows what we're talking about.
Yeah,
she's
your
smart.
daughter was asking about what double was.
Oh my god! Hit
like,
the bell.
The fuck is wrong with you? And he thinks that that's normal banter that guys just do to talk about someone's special needs nonverbal daughter getting double penetrated.
Fuck?
What's wrong with this guy?
Special needs daughter,
but to his face as well. And like, look at Mel, the side eye she's giving it just immediately. Hannah Claire is just completely zoned out.
And look,
watch Dankula's reaction here. He has to gather himself.
We don't know where he got.
Wait, what?
So he's not happy. Like you can tell. Look at his face. Zoom in on his face. You can tell he's pissed, right? Talking about this guy's, child.
He looks like
nonverbal.
Zoom in, no?
Yeah, and it's just unfunny is the worst. Look at that. But now he has to laugh it off. Is Jer? This is, by the way, not the. Yeah, this is not the first time, by the way, that Jer has made creepy comments about Dankula's daughter. Like he made a tweet, I think it was, about when she turns 18. Like,
yeah, I remember that vaguely.
Wait, fucking Jeremy. This is going to be another joke.
This is going to be the.
You're gonna get taken out of context.
No, it's not out of context.
It's in context. It's crazy.
Like we can tell it's a joke. It's just not like it's a very creepy and
about
joke.
Someone's daughter having deep convos about DP's.
100 years ago, I made a totally innocent haha. Your sister or your daughter. He had a daughter, and I was like, haha. One day she's gonna be dating and having
Wait.
Okay. Whoa. Like, so somebody's kid is born and your first thought is to sexualize their child and think about having, like, that's not normal, dude. Who does that? Who does that, bro?
It's a totally normal joke that men make between each other.
No,
it's not. No one's ever done that. That's twisted, bro. That's wrong, bro. You're sick in the head. You guys just haven't touched grass. I've never known any group of guys that sat around drinking beers with each other that have talked about the other guy's daughter.
No, that's fighting. That's not
you know what I mean? Like, especially when they're a newborn baby. Like, what the is wrong with you? That's not normal at all.
And the left has used, still to this day, call me a for that joke.
It's not just the left, buddy. It's not just the left. It's not just the left.
Show that video, the one where he was hang on, it's on the locals on one of those channels. Guys, you have to see, now that Ash brought this. So last night, Buddy sent me a list of his channels, right? And listen to, where is it?
By the way, we got Raw Sauce Bro for 10 subs, an anime fan for a sub. Shell Curve Body for a Rage Quit says, what? And we've got RM Qualtrough for 2,000 kicks. Wait, tell me Jeremy isn't the one behind the camera? No, I think he is the one behind the camera in the video with the SkyBull. He is. He's the one filming it, I'm pretty sure.
It was... Video was... Yeah, it's right here. Right? It was this one, I think? Or was it this one? Yeah,
where they're in the car together?
Yeah.
By the way, we got Pompey Kick for 10 subs. And Xenostar Empire for a sub. Mr. Joe Soda
big support
for a pack it up says, I told you guys once in a message a few months ago, Jer was one drunk night away from meeting Chris Hansen.
Yo, watch this, folks. Listen to this. Watch this.
Is this the Jarbo movie?
Yeah, I was trying by elementary school with a camera.
What? He's driving by elementary schools with cameras? What? Whoa, buddy. That's not good, Jer. That's not good. Oh my God.
Yeah, let's try by elementary school with a camera. They won't think we're weird at all.
Okay. The video itself is horrible, by the way. I watched it on Locals. It was very terrible.
Buddy, the haircut these gentlemen had, though, in the fight. Can you go to the still image where they're like in the car? Look at these two.
Is that Brandon?
Look at it, like, you swear to God, yes, Brandon. Yeah, that's the SkyBull. You figure Jared's wearing like a hairpiece. Like, he looks like this looks like a weird independent movie, some clerks knock.
I said this is like when Netflix tries to de-age an actor and the actor looks like fake, like de-age. It doesn't look real enough.
Oh my God.
Okay,
imagine getting cucked by old bowl cut Brando there. That's tough. He's behind the camera while bowl cut Brando is getting his biceps peered on by his wife.
Maybe on Wednesday we'll cover this. But the story goes, they were doing this RC channel and Brendan became an actual RC engineer and moved to Louisville. Okay.
So he lived the real dream that Jeremy wished he could live, and instead Jer had to pretend he was into politics. Okay, yeah.
So then Jer raises money to move to Louisville to start the RC channel there, but Brendan ghosted him. And then he had to move back to Wisconsin.
Now, what I found interesting about all that story, too, was Jer talks about how he was renting an apartment at the time.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like, Jer would tell these stories about how he built this, like, multi-million-dollar marketing company and was super rich. But yet in 2015, he still didn't own his own property and had to rent.
Oh, was it the SEO sheriff or something?
Well, that's a different business. But he talked about how he worked for this other guy in this marketing firm and rose to be like on the board or whatever. And he would show up in his ripped jeans. And eventually the boss was like, well, you don't show up on time or you're not dressing in a suit. So I'm not going to give you the C-suite or whatever. So then Jer quit, but he was still super rich. And remember back when he was first getting into YouTube, like he told Coach Red Pill about how rich he was and how much he owned and how much he had. But then apparently back then he was renting.
Gosh, we missed this on the Crimson Desert stream. Listen to what he says here.
What do you guys got planned this weekend?
Watch, listen.
Oh my God, he's taking a drink there.
Go ahead.
Why did you say that a special needs child needs to know about double? I don't know. Was it a joke? What is a joke, you pimply faced?
Whoa.
Seethe harder. Seethe harder there, Jer. If it wasn't so bad, why are you so defensive about it there, Jer? I wonder why, buddy.
Now watch this, by the way. Right, hear this. This is crazy, by the way. Watch this.
What's up, everyone? Jeremy here. RCNightmare.com. Holy crap, it's been forever.
So he raised the money to make videos.
Do you see
and then
the
just stopped
Funko Pops?
uploading.
Do you see how many Funko Pops are
Oh
behind
my
him?
god!
He's got like a stack of a half dozen Funko Pops, full on neckbeard in this giant 5XL white dress shirt that looks like it couldn't have been more than $30. Like, that's got to be the cheapest dress shirt I've ever seen from an alleged multimillionaire. Like, the guy claims he's been a multimillionaire for decades now.
Yeah.
Like,
so if you're new to the channel, you know, obviously we haven't uploaded a new video in a while.
So he had, by the way,
he's wearing a tent. No, bring it back. Like, what? Look at this shirt. Like, bring it back all the way. Oh, it's a different video. It's the thumbnail. It's the thumbnail.
What's up, everyone? Jeremy here.
Yeah.
RCNightmare.
Watch.
Wait.
Oh my god.
No, I think
it was there. It was there. It's so ginormous, this tent that he's got on. When he lifts his arms, look at that. Look at how baggy and wrinkled it is. Does this guy not own an iron? Like, what the is your wife doing? Obviously, his wife didn't love him, letting him go on camera like that. Holy shit, bro.
So the interesting thing about all of this, about this guy's channels, all 5 channels, the last video of every channel is him saying, sorry for not uploading. Every video, sorry for not uploading.
Well, because he scams everybody. He takes the money and runs, always.
Holy crap, it's been forever. So if you're new to
Anyway, so very interesting, very funny. All right. Now what do we have next here? Did we do all this? We did all this, right?
Yes. What's going on? Okay, so now we're doing the quartering at Gen Con.
Gen Con, okay.
So this is another example of a quartering IRL stream, like the Renaissance Fair, where you went around and made a bunch of creepy comments in public. This one seems to be about his favorite victim, Brittany Venti. Here he is at GoonerCon.
Man. How much times did he harass Brittany? Let's hear it.
check this out. Tomorrow, you'll be able to ask them directly. Like, you tell me to go to their booth, I'll go to their booth.
Can you just imagine, like, you're just a regular person and you just see this gigantic 6'5", 500-pound stinking piece of shit just coming up the sidewalk? You just smell him downwind before you even see him, the creature that he is. And he's talking about e-girls on the internet. Okay, continue.
Beautiful woman. A lot of people say something about landing a 747 in between her eyes or something like that. I don't know. I think she's hot as
No! He's simping for her again! He can't help himself!
I like
Look
that we
at his big shadow on the sidewalk. He's a skunk ape, cryptozoological entity there, buddy.
Yeah, I found a couple fans. Yeah, Tommy is free. Would have been a nice video to do this morning.
The simp ape.
I was driving the 5 hours.
Why is his head so small and his body so large? Can you see that in the shadow?
Look at him.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of hammerheads. Hammerheads with voluptuous.
Leave Brittany Venti alone. He's free.
Dude.
Whoa, buddy.
Oh my God, bro.
Go hit on some chicks. No. For a
No,
guy,
you're
really
fat.
standards.
Oh,
I mean,
stop it.
I already told you that. I'm into Brittany Venti, so you know I'm into peak woman.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This guy's such a freak, bro.
A lot of people come here just to get the tickets.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
no.
Okay.
What-
Oh,
oh
no.
my God. No,
Oh
no.
no.
Is this
No,
actually a
no,
creep
no,
shot?
no. By the way, like there were a bunch of other streams from Gen Con that he scrubbed from the internet. I think his sponsor made him scrub them because they were so bad. Nobody's been able to recover them yet. But apparently they were just so bad that they had to be completely
Chat, will we
eliminated.
get these?
Look. Can we have a different take than? Well, there's a lot of fat people here. That's pretty weak sauce.
Buddy, look in the mirror, you swine. You're gonna talk about how other people are. Maybe you should wonder how you ended up in such a crew. Do you know?
Wow.
Holy.
Oh, hello, lady.
Buddy.
She's probably live streaming too.
Oh my God, walk straight.
Yeah, I pulled it up, but okay. I'm on
Is that Pearl Davis?
Yeah.
Watch out.
but okay. Yeah, I pulled it
He's
up,
trying to
but
sniff her.
okay. I'm on
He's trying to sniff.
Watch out for Crips. Friendly NPC. Oh wait.
Where was that? Is that Knoxville?
I think this is in Milwaukee.
Okay.
I think this is in Milwaukee.
Fair enough.
We should be getting a signal here any minute.
Just cross. Look at this size of this shadow.
Holy
Bro,
buddy,
it's like the green giant from like the peas.
Oh.
Or whatever it's called.
The Jolly Green Giant.
The Jolly Green Giant.
Gojira! His shadow is bigger than the car. He's bigger than the car.
Whoa.
Bike dick. Easy, dog. Easy.
What? These clips, like Jer walking, like whoa.
He's just in the wild.
He's there. I can't wait, guys. We have coming up one of the whole Ren Fair. We're gonna watch the whole 2-hour Ren Fair, guys. I hope
He's
you're
just some weird waddling poop squatch creep, just like
Who
walking
waddles
the
more,
streets.
him or Ralph?
We got to get the tuba music queued up.
NPC. Oh, we got a non-friendly NPC incoming.
1
o'clock.
He's so cringe.
Jump on the transit. That. No, she's a little old for me. She looks like she's probably.
Oh yeah, bud.
There's the Cladich Irish pub. I think.
Too old.
So people I know are here.
What is he doing? What sort of content is this? What do you mean
shit.
too old? Don't say too old.
Wait, how come the
like that's
Texas?
That's a bad look. Too old.
You're
too
married, though.
old.
You're married.
What's wrong, bro? She's 15 and you're saying she's too old. What's wrong with you?
Speech didn't work. This is for future hitting on feminists. I look forward to the hit pieces. Thank you.
Hitting on feminists.
Tom, too. Let me turn this up.
Wow, we can hear the wind so much better, Jer. Okay.
There's a oaf, dude.
Back to my room, fix the TTS, charge my phone. Can I come on your beer for $20? If it's girl, yes.
Right.
Oh
super.
my God.
Super. You're married man. You're husband of the year, sir. If you're a woman, come to my hotel room to get filled up. It's definitely not an open marriage, though, boys. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Make a run for it. All right, fine.
He's never made a run for it.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding, chat. Just kidding. All right, we got one more here from Gen Con. Apparently, the real golden Gen Con stream is Lost Media.
No,
we must find. Apparently, this was jack shit, and like the actual stream at the convention was crazy, and he was just blackout.
I'm gonna hang on. The quartering IRL stream. I'm gonna do some.
Trust me, buddy. Like some real have been looking for this. Like Reardon has been looking for it.
Oh, from r/the quartering is an.
Oh boy.
So there's an actual full Reddit called "The Quartering is an."
I am aware, and they are cringe. I think they're part of the reason quartering got away with it for so long because they were the only group of A-logs, you know. And quartering's not a. He's a grifter loser. Is what he actually is.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna find it.
Already been drinking. So I would say that I found it.
The quartering is not.
All right.
Did you have high velocity? Most of my slow and
smash.
He's talking about his life on the side of the street. Bring it back. You hearing this? Is slow and sad.
Smash JT's video title I just clicked was "Yikes! Quartering IRL